6 months after their first meeting, marine park officials delivered devastating news. Karos's intense attachment to Jessica was affecting his physical health. He had lost 400 pounds and showed signs of chronic stress whenever she wasn't present. The veterinary team was clear. For his own survival, the bond had to be broken. "We're transferring him to our sister facility in San Diego," announced the park director. "And Jessica, I'm sorry, but you cannot be part of that transition. Clean break, it's the only way." Jessica's world shattered. That night, she sat by Karos's tank for what she thought would be the last time. The intelligent giant seemed to sense something was wrong. He floated motionless beside her, occasionally touching her hand with his rostrum in what felt like a goodbye. But then something extraordinary happened. As tears streamed down Jessica's face, Karos began to vocalize, not his usual calls, but a series of sounds that marine biologists later identified as mimicry of human speech patterns. He was trying to comfort her in the only way he knew how. The transfer was scheduled for the following week, but Karos had other plans. On the morning of his departure, he refused to enter the transport tank. For 48 hours, he remained motionless at the bottom of his pool, forcing the team to delay the move. Dr. Chen made an unprecedented decision. "What if we're approaching this wrong?" She proposed to the board. "What if instead of separating them, we study them?" This bond could revolutionize our understanding of marine mammal cognition. The proposal was radical. Jessica would become the first full-time orca behavioral researcher, dedicating her career to understanding interspecies emotional connections. The park would transform Karos's habitat into a state-of-the-art research facility. Today, 3 years later, Jessica and Karos continue their remarkable journey together. Their story has inspired new protocols for marine mammal care worldwide and has contributed to groundbreaking research on animal consciousness. Jessica completed her PhD studying their relationship, and her findings have been published in prestigious scientific journals. Karos, now healthy and thriving, has become an ambassador for his species. Their daily interactions are studied by researchers globally, and their bond has sparked international conversations about animal rights and the ethics of captivity. Love isn't limited by species. Jessica often tells visitors who come to witness their extraordinary relationship. Karos taught me that connection transcends everything we think we know about the boundaries between human and animal consciousness. Every morning at 6 a.m., the ritual continues. Karos waits at the pool's edge, and when Jessica arrives, he breaches with the same joy as their first day together. Their love story, unique, profound, and scientifically significant, proves that sometimes the most powerful connections happen when we least expect them. Their story became a Netflix documentary, Beyond the Surface, a love story, which won 3 Emmy Awards and sparked global discussions about marine mammal intelligence. Jessica's research has led to new standards for animal care in marine parks worldwide, emphasizing the critical importance of emotional bonds in captive marine mammal welfare. But for Jessica and Karos, their accolades matter less than their daily moments together, a testament to a love that defied science, challenged conventions, and ultimately changed both their lives forever. The first time Jessica Martinez stepped onto the platform at SeaWorld's Chamonix Stadium, she never imagined her life would change forever. It was 2018, and the 24-year-old marine biology graduate had just been hired as an assistant trainer. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she gazed into the massive tank where Karos, a magnificent 8,000-pound orca, glided through the crystal-clear water. Karos was different from the other orcas. The 12-year-old male had been rescued as a calf after being found alone and malnourished off the coast of Alaska. While other trainers struggled to connect with him, something magical happened the moment Jessica entered his world. "He won't respond to anyone," warned Marcus, the head trainer, as Jessica prepared for her first session. "We've tried everything. He's intelligent, but he seems distant." Jessica nodded, but as she knelt by the pool's edge, Karos slowly approached. Their eyes met through the water, and time seemed to stand still. The massive creature floated just beneath the surface, his intelligent gaze fixed on Jessica's face. Then, In a moment that would become legendary among the staff, Karos gently surfaced and rested his massive head against Jessica's outstretched hand. "I've never seen anything like it," Marcus whispered to his colleagues. "It's like he chose her." Over the following weeks, Jessica and Karos developed an extraordinary relationship. Every morning at 6 a.m. sharp, Karos would position himself at the edge of his tank, waiting for Jessica's arrival. The moment he heard her voice calling "Good morning, beautiful," he would breach the water in pure joy, creating waves that soaked everyone nearby. Their training sessions became the highlight of the day for both staff and visitors. Karos, who had been unresponsive to other trainers, performed with grace and enthusiasm for Jessica. He would leap higher, spin faster, and display behaviors that marine biologists had never documented before. But it wasn't just the performances that amazed everyone. It was the quiet moments. Jessica would often sit by the pool after hours, and Karos would float nearby, making soft vocalizations that sounded almost like conversation. Dr. Sarah Chen, the facility's marine behaviorist, was fascinated. "Orcas are known for their complex emotional intelligence," Dr. Chen explained, "but what we're witnessing between Jessica and Karos transcends typical trainer-animal relationships. He's displaying attachment behaviors we usually only see between orcas in family pods." 3 months into their partnership, something unprecedented happened that left everyone speechless. During a routine medical check, Dr. Chen noticed something extraordinary in Karos's brain scans. The areas associated with emotional bonding and recognition were showing unusual activity patterns whenever Jessica was near. His neurological responses to Jessica's presence are unlike anything in our research, Dr. Chen revealed to the stunned team. "The patterns are similar to what we see in orcas recognizing their mothers or lifelong podmates. Somehow, this orca has formed a familial bond with a human." But the most shocking discovery was yet to come. Using underwater cameras, researchers captured Karos engaging in behaviors never before documented in captivity. He began creating what appeared to be gifts for Jessica, arranging shells and pebbles in patterns on the pool floor, always placed where she would see them during their morning sessions. The marine biology community was divided. Some experts believed Karos had imprinted on Jessica as a mother figure, filling the void left by his early separation from his pod. Others argued it was something deeper, a genuine emotional connection that challenged everything they thought they knew about interspecies relationships. Jessica herself was overwhelmed by the intensity of Karos's attachment. "I feel responsible for him in a way I never expected," she confided to her diary. "When I see the way he looks at me, it's like he's trying to tell me something important. Sometimes I wonder if he thinks I'm his family." The bond became so strong that Karos began showing signs of distress whenever Jessica was away for more than a day. He would refuse to eat and swim in agitated circles, calling out with vocalizations that sounded heartbreakingly mournful. Word of their extraordinary relationship spread beyond the marine park. Marine biologists from around the world came to witness the phenomenon firsthand. Documentary filmmakers arrived to capture their story, and Jessica found herself at the center of a global conversation about animal consciousness and emotion. The relationship forced Jessica to face an impossible choice that would test the depths of their extraordinary bond.